you're a higher handicapper and you want to see what's in the bag of a single digit golfer, or maybe you're just interested in what other people are using, this is the video for you. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Sam King. I'm on Instagram and TikTok, newly on YouTube, and I've had a lot of comments asking what I'm using in my bag for the 2024 season. Now, I made a lot of changes to my bag for the 2024 season, and I also kept some things the same. Make sure you stay to the end of the video where I reveal the thing I'm most excited about. So first of all, let's start with the top of the bag, the driver. So this year for my driver, I'm sticking with the Cobra LTD LS. Now, I bought this at the start of last season. I wasn't hitting it that great after my fitting. Like during the fitting, what happens usually is you hit it really, really well. And then after that, you start it and you realize that it isn't that great. Anyway, as the season progressed, I started hitting it better, I started hitting it straighter. I was kind of learning what tee height to use and how my swing actually worked. And I started, as I said, started to hit it a lot straighter, lower ball flight. Obviously the low spin helps that a lot, and the draw bias kind of helps me to like shut the face, and obviously it's not spinning left to right as much. So I'm going to keep it in the bag. Now, as I said, it's a stiff shaft, hazardous smoke. I've got it in, I've just re-gripped it, I've got it in a mid-size grip with an extra wrap. If you've watched my past videos, I've got a hand injury in my right hand, so I find it really difficult with a standard grip. I also use a baseball grip, so if a lot of players that use baseball grips say that a thicker grip is much, much better for control of the face. So I've tried it and I'm really, really enjoying it. Practicing just now in the winter, I'm finding that my shots are going straight. As I said, sometimes my miss is to go left to right, those weak shots, but after my lesson I'm starting to get a lot more power and I'm hitting it dead straight, so I'm really, really excited for this. There's no major changes needed as of yet, so I'm going to stay with this driver going forward. So next in line, I've got a 4 hybrid, so I can't really hit a 3-wood that well. This club here is an absolute saviour. It's the Callaway Big Bertha. I've got it in a 4, I might get it in a 3 as well. If it's into the wind, I can hit a little punchy shot. If it's a little left to righter, I can just hit it nice and easy. If I need to just do a little bump and run, this is perfect on the edge of the green as well. And as I say, if you're in those little tight situations where you need to keep it low, maybe it's under a tree branch or something, this club has helped me so many times. So this has to stay in the bag. I think if I took it out of the bag, it would be a huge problem. Now, the weird thing about this is I actually use a standard shaft for this. All my rest of my clubs are stiff shaft. It goes right to left at times, but usually it's straight. I barely ever hit a fade with this, and a fade is my shot shape, which is really, really interesting. But again, this goes dead straight all the time. It saves me a lot. It's so versatile as well. It's kind of scuffed up at the moment. I might get a new one, but starting the season, I'm definitely keeping it in the bag because it's an absolute lifesaver. Okay, so moving on to the irons. My irons are Tacoma 301 CBs. Now, I am sponsored by Tacoma. However, I wouldn't use these unless I didn't love them, and I absolutely adore them. I think the most important thing for your irons is that they look good and they're good for your eye. So for me, I like the smaller shape of the head. I like the bladey look. Although it's a cavity back, it looks like a blade. As I say, they just look absolutely fantastic. And whenever I'm playing with someone who hasn't heard of Tacoma, they say, like, what are those irons? They look absolutely amazing. And I'm like, yeah, they're Tacoma. And they're like, oh, how much are they? They must be like $1,000 or £1,000. And I'm like, no, they're actually way, way cheaper. The 4 and 5 iron, I've noticed a huge difference. Although they're bladey, but they've got the cavity back, I've noticed a huge difference in my ball striking. Again, I've gone for a stiff shaft, and I've gone for the same grip, mid-size grip with an extra wrap, just for my personal preference. But I'm definitely going to keep a hold of these, and hopefully continue my sponsorship with Tacoma. But even if I wasn't sponsored by them, I would still use these irons because I absolutely love them. And they've probably helped me, and they've probably been the reason that my handicap has dropped so quickly. When I first started using these, I was off 15. Now I'm off 8.3 in about a year or a year and a half. So yeah, really enjoying them. These are staying in the bag. So to go with the iron theme, I have Tacoma Skyforger wedges. I had the Cobra wedges in the past, and I didn't enjoy them that much. They were quite good around the greens, but I kind of struggled around distance. So within maybe like 90, 100 yards, I would often thin them, not hit very well. So I asked Tacoma to send me out their wedges. So they sent me out 3. I've got a 52, a 56, and a 48 degree. So obviously different lies, different yardages, different types of shots. I made sure I got 3 different types of wedges. Again, first impressions, I've only had these for a couple of months. First impressions, again, they just look absolutely fantastic. And they make you excited to go out and play golf. For me, they feel amazing. They're a little bit heavier than usual. Like the Cobra ones are a little bit lighter, so it's quite hard to adjust to them, but once you've got them sussed, they're just absolutely amazing. For Tacoma Skyforgers, there's no different shaft, so just a standard shaft, but I got the mid-size grips again. They're KBS shafts on the irons and the wedges, so they're high quality. Now, what I said at the start of the video, the most exciting change that I've made is a change to my putter. So I had a Blade 8 Odyssey putter before. If you've seen my videos in the past, my putting was a huge problem. I would often 3-putt, maybe 2 or 3 3-putts per round, and the putting was a huge problem. I didn't go for a lesson or anything, I kind of wanted to tinker a little bit. And everyone was saying to get my hands on a Spider X, so that's what I did. I've used this for 3 or 4 rounds now. I have not 3-putted once. Okay, it's early days obviously, but just the feel of it alone just makes me feel so confident. So the first round I had two putts, 1 putt from 6 feet were pretty easy. I just feel like the stability of the putter and the way it looks and the way it feels in your hands and the heaviness, just for me it just feels amazing. First impressions with the Spider putter, I think this could make my handicap go down even further. I'm playing off 8.3, so it's a 9 handicap at most courses, but I think with this putter I shot 8 over, 9 over, and I didn't keep my score, but I think this is going to be a really, really big change. I've gone for the 2.0 Super Stroke grip. I'm going to get it re-gripped just for the start of the season. Yeah, so really excited about this. Let me talk to you about some things I'd like to add to my bag. Okay, so I think personally I need a 3-wood in my bag. I think I possibly might change my driver if I get any offers from companies, or if I like the look of a driver, or if I use a friend's driver and I really like it. I might be swayed, but I'm really happy with how my bag looks. Again, I think a 3-wood is the only thing that's kind of missing. I'm going to look to add that. I'll probably again go for the Cobra LTD just so they're matching. If you have any ideas of gaps in my bag or clubs you think I should use or try out, let me know in the comments below. So this year my golf balls are sponsored by Reused Golf Balls, a Scottish company. The link's going to be in the description. If you put in King 10, you're going to get 10% off. They're not lake balls, they're reused golf balls, so they're found in bushes. Some of them have only been hit once. They sponsored me, so I get Pro V1s, TaylorMade TP5s. They have every ball you can imagine. Click the link below, add King 10, get stocked up for the start of the season, get as many as you can. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video and you haven't already, please leave a like. Again, leave a comment if you think I should be using any particular clubs or gaps I have in my bag, or maybe you just have some questions for me. Leave them in the comments and I'll have a little conversation with you. And make sure you subscribe for the next one. I've got loads of videos coming out in the next couple of weeks, and when the season starts I'm going to be putting out a video every single week, so make sure you stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Cheers.